Okay, so you just started your first marketing management job. Now what? I'll tell you, you were hired to make changes and the clock is ticking. So stick around for 5 things you must do within your first 30 days. Now, we all know there's a little cushion or honeymoon period when you start a new job. The reality is that you are expected to be up to speed within 90 days. And the first 30 days are critical to your success at the end of this 90. My name is Andrew Johnson, and this is the channel that provides practical marketing advice for marketing leaders and entrepreneurs. If you like this video, please hit the like button and leave a comment. So first, as a marketer, you're expected to be an expert. You're going to need to dive right in and learn about the company, the products, and the customers. But you don't have to wait to get started. By the time you have started your job, you should have already reviewed the company's website, social media, customer reviews, and anything else that you can find online. You can also start researching competitors. So, in a nutshell, do some homework ahead of time. The next tip is to listen. When you start, you will typically go through some onboarding and meetings with managers. Bring some questions to these meetings, but really focus on absorbing all of the information. And really, at the end of the day, listen. There will be a lot to remember, so I suggest taking some notes that you can then come back to later on. You will also probably hear during this process about issues or problems, and these are things you may not have learned through the interview process. So at this time, try to get a lay of the land and figure out the marketing needs and how you can work with all these people going forward. The third thing you must do is set the tone for your leadership. So you should start building relationships with your staff. There's probably been some disruption, even some uncertainty, and you'll want to set up one-on-ones as quickly as possible with each of your team members so that they know you're there to help them succeed. You will need to understand the role each person plays. Do they have a job description? And if they do, are they accurate? Later, you will need to decide if you have the right people and the right roles. But for now, it's about understanding how the department is functioning. Okay, 2 more to go. If you have any questions or thoughts, don't forget to send me a comment. Number 4, review the current and prior year's marketing plans, and if there's a business plan, see if you can review that as well. Now, you won't be rewriting or developing a marketing plan during your first 30 days, but it will provide some obvious perspectives on the goals and challenges you will need to deal with going forward. During the first few months, you will typically be responsible to execute the plan as approved. You will sometimes you will need to step into the role with no current plan. And in this case, if there's no current plan, you will need to start piecing together information to create one. However, it will take months to develop this, and in the meantime, you need to start making an impact. Once you've gotten a general idea of the role and the resources around you, the final 30-day step is to conduct some marketing audits. This gives you the opportunity to benchmark and evaluate all of the marketing systems that are currently in place. For me, it's easier to fix and optimize what is currently in place than to develop a new process from scratch. So I'm reviewing the audits in a separate video, but I typically audit customers, competition, staff, systems, processes, and performance metrics. The audit will take you beyond the first 30 days or beyond probably even the first 90 days. But by now you should have identified through this process some quick improvements. The first 30 days is all about learning as much as you can so then you can start executing over the next 30 days. It's important to take the quick wins, right? But while you're working to take or to make short-term improvements, you need to start using what you learned for longer-term initiatives. All right, so if you're ready, click the next video to learn about brand audits. And again, stay up to date by following my channel, and you can also visit marketingmuscle.com.